Episode 339 of the Morning Skate. Your host, Ked, joined by my co-host, Brownie. Brownie, how's everything going, buddy?
Good. I'm just trying to figure out the thing that you said is live, but I don't see it.
No, I need to fix it at some point. It did not work.
Oh, all right. I'll tweet it.
So how are you doing, man?
I'm good. Fucking hectic trying to get all the exterior work done before we go inside, and people are freaking out because we had a couple of cold days.
It has been chilly. Two Buns
nice,
Deep calls this fool's fall, where everybody thinks it's fall, but then it gets hot again, and then you get
it's supposed to be hot next week, so everybody will calm down. But
that sounds about right. But we have some hockey stuff to talk about today. I'm pretty excited about. We have some pretty good stuff fired up for the segment, so you want to just kind of hop into it, yeah?
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna start with what we always start with. Let's see how bad we fucked up last week.
Hi. This is Mea Culpa, and I'm here to introduce the Morning Skates Mea Culpas with Ked and Brownie.
Oh, buddy, this one's going to sting. You never shared your Henry Thrun. You told me about it, but you never shared it on the podcast because we went back and listened to the one titled "Should We Buy the Tampa Bay Lightning?" and not a mention.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Well, I did do the homework. I just didn't present it to the teacher. I just showed my buddy in the class to make sure it was right.
I don't think that counts for much, but sure. All right, and I'm ready to defend Oasis. So Oasis, their debut album was the fastest selling UK debut of all time, 8 times platinum. Their second album had the most album sales in the UK of the 1990s, which was 17 times platinum. Their third album was the fastest selling album in UK chart history. All 7 of the band's albums hit number 1 on the UK Billboard, 22 consecutive top 10 hits between 1994 and 2008, and they sold over 75 million albums worldwide.
All right, so we've done this for a while, right? What? Where would you rank the UK on my power rankings of anything ever?
Of countries? That's what you'd have to rank them with.
Like 0. They're always going to be 0. We beat them, so I don't need to hear.
They're our biggest ally, dude.
Nah. I've watched a Patriot way too many times, and actually, it's going to kind of play into beer league jerseys because later we have a Paul Revere jersey. That's good.
Nice.
So I don't know how that just happened, but we tie it all in.
What's the Patriot?
Oh, you'll hate the Patriot because Mel Gibson's in the Patriot.
Oh, the Civil War one. Yeah, I've seen
that. Revolutionary War, dude.
Yeah. Sorry. That's what I meant. I've seen it.
Yeah, so aim small, miss small. I think that we beat them on our home turf. Well, it was technically their home turf, and we stole that, so that was pretty chill.
Technically, it's the Native Americans, but
sure. And UK, I'm just not a big UK guy. Like, I was never a Beatles guy. I don't know what it is. I think anybody with that accent is like a little clever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fully trust them. I guess maybe I watched too much Harry Potter. I don't know, but not a UK guy. Good on you, dude. I hope that you listen to Oasis on the way to the job and on the way home, dude.
I probably won't, but I thought I'd give them their due.
What are they? Wonderwall?
Wonderwall is that was one of their big hits, yeah.
Okay.
So to go from what you said, like sound smart because they have the English accent, to the complete opposite end of the spectrum, here's my update on Chiefsaholic. This fucking guy. His name is Xavier Babadour, which sounds made up. He's the guy who dresses up in the wolf outfit. We talked about him. He was bank robbing all around the country following the Chiefs. He's been sentenced to 17 and a half years in federal prison for money laundering, transporting stolen property across state lines, and bank robbery. Excuse me. He had to pay back $500,000 and has a civil suit still pending.
I still think that people who actually rob banks nowadays and get away with it, like, I almost kind of tip my cap to them because it's got to be so hard to rob a bank now. And this dude
you realize that the FBI doesn't even have a 50% close rate on bank robberies.
I didn't, but like, I feel like back in the day, like I'm talking like Western with like Wyatt Earp and shit. I feel like bank robbers were kind of badass. Nowadays, if somebody robs a bank, normally they're caught within 2 seconds. They look like idiots. This dude,
only like 4 out of 10 people get caught. Apparently,
I want. I don't know if this was fucked up, but I don't think Xavier Babadour was doing any like Ocean's 11 shit. Like, I feel like he was more of I'm kicking the front door down and hey, give me your money. We can agree on that.
And I stand by my statement that if you got caught for any type of crime pre-internet, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Except for those serial killers, dude, because the whole DNA thing, like
Well, I'm not endorsing serial killing. I will endorse bank robbery, but I'm not, endorsing a serial killer.
Fair enough.
And then I had some thoughts to share because I forgot last time. So for those that don't know, because Ked and I talked about this briefly, I was working a lot on the weekends and I ran out of podcasts. I have my stable of 5 or 7, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I ran through them all. I had no new episodes. So I decided to go take a trip down memory lane before my time, actually. So it's not even memory lane. Holy smokes.
Ooh.
Memory lane.
You're doing so
And
good.
I went back to listen to the Morning Skate first ever podcast.
Oh, yes.
And I wanted to tell you my thoughts. So I got them here on my phone. Somehow your voice was worse then than it is now, which I'm assuming is cigarettes and alcohol.
Thanks for saying I have a worse voice, dude. Appreciate that.
Back then, now it's dramatically improved.
All right. I think that also has to do with the mic.
Could be. Excited Hal is a trip. My God. He sounded like a giddy young schoolboy running through the fields.
Yeah.
He
used to love it, dude. He got burnt out.
Yeah, I get it. There was a lot of love for Jimmy VC by you guys.
God.
A lot of love.
Yeah.
Is Dan's Fever Boy Rex, right?
Yes.
Fever Boy Rex dominates you too. He is literally in that episode I listened to, and I listened to another one after that. He literally comes across as the older brother that just clunks your heads together.
That's insane because he's like the little brother. So that's
But I'm just telling you how he has big dick energy on the podcast.
Oh, I can't wait to tell me you said that he's gonna get me fired up.
Shout out Fever Boy Rex. The Sheldon Surrey stick, the Hal story about Sheldon Surrey stick is an all-timer, and I think at some point when Hal comes back on, we have to try to get him an update, or maybe because he doesn't listen to this, maybe we'll get him one for Christmas on eBay. We could get him a Sheldon Surrey stick, which would be hilarious.
What's funny is I would bet that Hal probably doesn't listen to this, but I'm pretty sure his dad does.
Oh, shout out Mr. Hal.
Yeah.
Mr. Hal, I'll go in with you if you want to buy Hal a stick for Christmas, a Sheldon Surrey stick, because I think that would be hilarious. And then lastly, I like the exit music that you guys had. So those are my thoughts and impressions.
All right, man. Well,
there you go.
Appreciate it, dude. We've come a long way. So let's do NHL in the news now. I'm texting Fever Boy Rex right now.
I'm trying
said you had big dick energy.
That's my guy.
All right. NHL news. So Seth Jarvis was re-signed with the Hurricanes for 8 years, $63.2 million. That's a 7.9 AAV. In 81 games played, he had 33 goals, 34 assists for 67 points. Of those 33 goals, 13 of them came on the power play, 7 power play assists. He's going to be 22 years old this year. Comparables in terms of his contract. I have Josh Norris, Jesper Bratt, Nick Suzuki, Kevin Fiala, and Alex DeBrincat. So having looked at these players, if I'm going to power rank these players, I think I would probably put Seth Jarvis number 2 or 3. Out of if you want me to read them again, Josh Norris.
Well, I got it here in front of me. Josh Norris, Jesper Bratt.
I think there's only 2 players on that list I'd want before Jarvis.
I think I would take Josh Norris ahead of him, and that's it.
Dude, I don't even have Josh Norris. It's funny. I looked up his stats. His stats don't even come close to this. If I were to pick, not even close. If I'm picking 2 players, I think DeBrincat on your first line is going to be a little bit more of a sniper than I think that Jarvis would be. And just Nick Suzuki, because I feel like he was put in a position where he kind of has to do it all. So in my opinion, he'd probably be a little bit more of a complete player. But Seth Jarvis is a player, dude.
Like, Seth Jarvis also is for the vibes.
Yeah, I mean he's a pain in the ass to play against. Yeah. Small, goes to the hard places. Like he's our kind of guy. So, you're good with that contract? I am.
Yeah. Speaking of contract.
Yes. Look at us. Speaking of another contract here, Leon Draisaitl signed an 8-year, $112 million extension, $14 million a year. That makes him the highest paid player in the National Hockey League. Correct? Pretty sure.
For about 7 months.
81 games played, 41 goals, 65 assists, 106 points, 21 power play goals, 18 power play assists. He's going to be 28 years old. Highest AAV in the league. Contract starts in 2025-26, which is the year that McDavid is a UFA. Comparables: Matthews, McKinnon, McDavid. This guy deserves to get paid. So
no, he does. This is the only thing I'll say about this is Draisaitl signed an 8-year deal, which starts next year. McKinnon signed an 8-year deal, which he's in right now. And McDavid is in the last year of his 8-year deal. Okay, which
McDavid's been in the league for 8 years.
Yeah, they signed him to they blew it up like his second year in or something.
How fucking old are we, dude?
Yeah, well, I'm older, but so he's going to be the highest paid player until McDavid's contract comes out, and McDavid's going to be more. But Matthews is only a 4-year deal, which is because Toronto's painting themselves in a corner with these contracts.
Yeah.
So there you go. That was the only interesting part.
All right. All right. So I'm going to try to make this work.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, we're not really off to a hot start, but maybe we will be. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click present. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go to this one, and I'm going to put this up and see if this works.
There's an hourglass.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, perfect. So we're talking PWHL logos, right? So they just came out
this morning.
Yep, inaugural 6. Have you seen them before? The Boston Fleet, the Minnesota Frost, Victoire de Montreal. I think I did pretty good on that. The New York Sirens, the Ottawa Charge, and the Toronto Scepters.
Yep.
So we're going to do our power rankings, but I have a little tidbit on each one of these. So the Toronto logo, somebody posted this earlier today. There's like a Taylor Swift music video from back in the day where she's like a cheerleader. Yeah. And the logo on her cheer uniform is quite literally the same thing.
Except for the thing on top of the T, except for that tower thing.
I don't know if that's, they're trying to, I don't know. That could have created some the Fleet, which is the Boston team. I'm pretty sure that's just the Whalers logo sideways, or looks pretty similar,
but it's a nod to the nautical history of Boston.
The Ottawa Charge, I kind of got big time Calgary Flame vibe from that, which I thought was kind of peculiar.
It just looks like a paw, kind of.
Yeah, but I feel like the Red Sea, I
like it.
I like it, but you're in Ottawa, so I don't know what we're doing there. The Sirens, in my opinion, was the most modern out of all of them. I feel like that's just classic, like New York.
So I read something. On the end of the S, how it's doubled and tripled. That's supposed to be like a sound wave.
Okay.
Simulate a goal.
Well, they better be the loudest rink then. The Minnesota Frost is a logo straight out of NHL 2025 that you can put on your own teams. And then
I kind of like it though, and then the simplicity of it.
Yes. And then Montreal, what is it? Victoire de Montreal is just so fucking perfect Montreal because it's not even in English. I
think it might be Montreal de Victor.
Whatever it is. It's just it is so classic Montreal, dude. It just reeks of having my nose up at you and cigarettes. Like that's all it is for me. Having said that, if I'm going to power rank them, I'm putting them 1 because they could not have gone any more Montreal if they tried.
Yeah.
So I have Montreal. I have to take my New York Sirens second just because it's the New York team. I like the Boston Fleet. I like the Frost. I don't particularly like the Charge just because it reminds me of Calgary, but it is a cool logo. And then last is Toronto because that is also peak Toronto, and I don't really like it. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of details on the Toronto one that's not on this graphic. That it's like the line in the middle is supposed to make it 3-dimensional, and it's something to do with the tower and stuff. All right, so that's your rankings. I will go with. I'm going the. Oh, you took them down, right? I was going to.
Oh shit, my bad. You want me to put them back up? I can try to figure this out.
No, I can probably figure it. I'm going the Fleet number 1 because I like that logo a lot. I think it looks like an anchor. It has the waves lines in it. I like that a lot. I like the color scheme. Oh, is it coming? So I'm going Fleet number 1. I'm going Montreal number 2. I'm going for the reason that you said that you don't like Ottawa. I'm putting them 3 because I do like it because I love the Flames. I'll give your Sirens. I like that one 4, Frost 5, Toronto just because it's Toronto last.
All right. All right. And that was that was us just kind of fucking doing the thing, dude. So I'm gonna stop sharing that screen and go back to this. Look at that. All right. So Ottawa, Nikolai Kulemin is on his way to Sens camp out on a PTO after spending the last 6 seasons in the KHL. The 38-year-old's last NHL game was with the Islanders in 2018. Not a shot this guy makes it.
Hey, good luck, though. Good story if he does.
U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame announcer 2024 class, Matt Cullen, fucking beauty, second, third line center. Kevin Stevens, tough to play against. Brianna Decker, Fred McLaughlin, and the 2002 gold medal Paralympic hockey team. So
Brianna Decker's I think she's 1 gold, 2 silvers in the women's Olympics, number of world's championships. And Fred McLaughlin, I believe, is the guy who incorporated the Blackhawks way back when.
All right, cool.
And I mean, the gold medal Paralympic speaks for itself.
Shout out to my mom. She went to Lake Placid this weekend. She brought me home this fucking Miracle on Ice sweatshirt. So
nice.
USA Hockey, man.
Very nice.
This is one of my favorite stories of the week. The San Jose Sharks, Will Smith will be living with Patrick Marleau and his family this upcoming season, while Macklin Celebrini will be bunking with Jumbo Joe and his family. I think this is so fucking cool, dude.
I think it's great. I mean, I don't know any other sport that does this.
No, and I really hope the Rangers never do this, because if we ever end up getting studs that end up having to live with Kreider and fucking Mika's manager like Mark Stahl, I'll kill myself. So, just putting it out there. But like, I just think it's kind of funny. I wonder if like these players.
Do you think Smith and Celebrini did rock, paper, scissors to see who got to go with Jumbo?
I don't know. That's it. I wonder if like these players are now going to emulate the like.
Well, I wonder too if their personalities, like if Celebrini's more laid back and Smith is more intense, and the GM was like, "All right, you got to go with my," you know what I mean? I don't. It'd be interesting. Oh, you know what? I can ask when I speak to the GM there.
All right, there you go.
No.
Philip Zadina signed a 2-year deal with HC Davos in the Swiss League after putting up 13 goals and 10 assists in 72 games played for the Sharks last season. In case you guys remember, this was like the Czech kid who got drafted by the Red Wings and promised to fill the back of the net. So tough luck. Tough look, tough surgery, tough injury. Torrey Krug will miss the entire 2024-25 season due to ankle surgery. So hopefully he gets healthy. He's a fun little defenseman to watch when he is healthy. So thoughts.
It sucks. Tough break.
NCAA rule clarification ahead of this year's season. The NCAA added the following to a hockey rule book. A goalkeeper may not participate in a face-off. I wonder why this was put in.
Because someone probably was talking about doing it. Because how are you going to beat a goalie in a face-off?
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it had to have been done for them to stop it, but I don't ever remember seeing the video.
I don't remember seeing it. The graphic was funny because it had 2 goalies facing off.
I wonder why this one's in here. New Jersey Devils signed Jacob Zaboral and Michael Hutchinson to PTOs.
Good player. A couple of good guys there.
Milestone watch. Ovechkin needs 42 goals for the NHL goal record. Crosby needs 4 points for 1,600. Malkin needs 2 goals for 500. And McDavid needs 18 points for 1,000.
It's gonna go Crosby. I bet you it goes Crosby, McDavid, Malkin, Ovechkin.
Connor McDavid's gonna have 18 points before Malkin has 2 goals.
Because I think Malkin's gonna go cold because he's gonna be squeezing his stick. I think he's a head case, personally.
We'll see.
I mean, I don't know him. I'm just by watching him.
So this is the hockey guy of the week before I found out a different story, but I'm going to stick to this one. But Rob Blake. So there was like some issues going on with Pierre-Luc Dubois Classic. Rob Blake, this is from Friedman. I heard a story last year. There was a time where Rob Blake went on the ice with Dubois. Like Rob Blake put on the equipment and he went onto the ice with him and talked to him about battling and playing hard. I fucking love that.
Rob Blake went on for the one-on-one drills.
I think that's sick.
Well, Dubois is a big guy, and so is Blake. So
yeah,
he probably went out there and bullied him.
I hope he did.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
A lot of Vancouver. So Brock Besser's off blood thinners and is resuming contact training. It will be a situation to monitor throughout the season. Ford says that he will need to be careful on flights this year. He can wear compression gear and use Normatec to help. That's pretty fucking scary. I wouldn't want to do that. More Vancouver long
strange. I'm playing hockey on blood thinners.
Yeah, that's a lot. Thatcher.
Did I tell you I almost went and got a tattoo, and the kid who works for me was like, "You're still on blood thinners." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You can't get a tattoo." I'm like, "Oh, good call." Lori was away.
Jesus. Thatcher Demko at the trade deadline was widely thought of as a top 3 netminder in the league. He got his injury on March 9th, and he was expected to be out 2 to 3 weeks. Rick Tocchet said wasn't worried about the injury at all. Demko came back for the playoffs 6 weeks after it. He played well in game 1 in his first game back, and then he injured his knee after the game. Term day-to-day by Vancouver, supposed to return for round 2. Didn't return for round 2. After elimination, Demko says probably going to play in round 3. No updates from player, team, coaching staff for 3 months. In August, revealed Demko won't be ready for preseason camp in September. They were hopeful that he'd be ready to go for the season opener. And then earlier this week, Elliot Friedman revealed that Demko is going to have to learn to play with this as surgery won't fix it. That is literally the worst thing that you'd want to hear.
I cannot believe this is wilder than the Philadelphia list we had. This is just, it's like, it strikes, this almost is getting to sound like how the Eichel situation in Buffalo started. You know, and I hope that's not the case. I hope that Demko is okay. I think he's a good player. I like him. I just hope it doesn't go down this road where the player wants one thing, the team's pushing another thing. I hope it's not one of those situations.
Yeah. I hope he gets better because
for sure. Yeah.
And he's American, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
I'm pretty sure he's American. This is where, hey, also we're looking for producers. So if anybody listening,
anyone, we need a producer.
You can hang out with us during our podcast and come up with a little,
and then clean it all up so it looks good.
It up. Always warm. Corey Perry and his son Griffin attended a recent WWE SmackDown event in Edmonton where Perry got involved and held Austin Theory's hands behind his back while Kevin Owens laid the chops on Theory. I love seeing this. So classic. Come up from behind him too, just like classic Corey Perry.
Yeah, he is American. I'm trying to see where he went to college.
I want to say Minnesota.
Oh, see, I thought it was Vermont.
Oh, no. I think it's BU or BC. BU.
BC. He's from San Diego.
Ride the wave, bud.
Yeah, bud.
Humboldt Broncos. Jacob Wasserman, one of the best crash survivors, made his Paralympic debut, finishing 10th overall in the 2,000-meter distance, less than 2 years after taking up para rowing. So shout out to that guy. That's pretty fucking unbelievable.
There's your hockey guy of the week right there.
Yeah, tough as fucking nails, dude.
Yeah, I put this one in with yours because I thought, they were similar.
Yeah, so the Rutgers hockey team will be wearing a 13 sticker on their helmets this upcoming season to honor the Gaudreau brothers. In a statement, they mentioned how the Gaudreaus are from the area and inspired many of their players on and off the ice.
They also then put out another. The statement was long, and they said something along the lines of, "We encourage anyone in the Jersey I forget what they call that
tri-state area
in that area to do the same and put a helmet sticker on to support them." And actually, I don't know if you saw this today, but Johnny Gaudreau's widow just announced she's 9 months pregnant.
Yeah. No, I think 6 weeks.
Oh, maybe it was 9 weeks, maybe.
Yeah. It's fucking brutal. Cole Caulfield, he's wearing 13 the last few years, playing as 22 has been some of the best years of my life. It truly has become a dream come true, and I'll forever hold those memories and that number close to me. I wore 13 at a point in my career because of Johnny, and now I'll be wearing it again to honor him. He paved the way for smaller players and proved we had a future in the game at the highest level. I will forever be grateful to him for inspiring me and others. Rest in peace, Johnny Hockey. So, I like Cole Caulfield. Just seems like a good dude. Like he just seems like a fucking quality human. So yeah, I mean, it's still fucking really tragic. It's tough to even think about.
I don't know if you saw any of the eulogy his wife did.
A little bit, and it was tough.
It was tough.
All right, give me the puck, dump and change.
So this isn't on the sheet because it happened after I did the sheet, but I don't know if you saw that James Earl Jones passed away.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So distinguished actor.
The voice.
Yeah, distinguished actor in the voice of Darth Vader died at 93 years old today. He appeared in more than 80 feature films, along with many roles as a voice actor besides Star Wars. He was a 3-time Tony Award winner, 2-time Emmy winner, and won a Grammy as well. Overcoming a childhood stutter, his rich baritone was recognized worldwide, and he credited reading poetry and acting for helping him overcome his disability. Some of his more well-known acting roles came in Dr. Strangelove, The Great White Hope, Coming to America, Field of Dreams, one of the Tom Clancy Jack Ryan trilogies, Field of Dreams, and The Sandlot.
I was gonna say, I thought he was the Beast owner, wasn't he?
Yep, yeah, the blind guy. Yep. Besides voicing Darth Vader, he also did voice work as Mufasa, as on The Simpsons, the movie Robots, and in Jack and the Beanstalk, as well as his numerous ad campaigns. He's survived by his son Flynn. So, R.I.P.
I think he's a top 3 voice of all time.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Like out of anybody.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
This one's sad but nice. Delilah Loya, a 9-year-old girl who fought the disease neuroblastoma, died last month after battling disease for more than half of her life. She found moments of peace through music, and one of her favorite songs was Hey There, Delilah by the Plain White T's. She listened to it every day during treatment. Lead singer Tom Higginson heard about Delilah and what she was going through and came to her hospital to perform an acoustic concert for just one person. He sent a video playing the song, and then once it was playing, he walked in the room to accompany the song. This took place last year while she was still in treatment. So rest easy, Delilah.
Heavy shit, dude.
Yeah, but good on him, right?
Yeah.
And, hopefully that moment gave her some peace. And then this one's kind of cool. I don't know if you remember this. In Game 5 of the 2002 World Series, JT Snow pulled manager Dusty Baker's son and the bat boy, Darren, out of the way during a play. Do you remember that old clip?
Yes. Yeah.
During a play at the plate. 22 years later, the Washington Nationals have called up Darren Baker to the show.
Yeah, he got a base hit his first at bat.
Oh, did he really? That's cool.
Yeah. So
that's great.
Good to see that. All right, let's talk some Rangers. God damn it, dude. Mark Stahl's returning to Rangers as development coach after NHL retirement.
That's your guy, right?
Yeah, I fucking hate him. He's working with the defenseman in Hartford, filling a spot vacated last year when Paul Mara became an assistant coach with the Wolfpack. The development staff includes Ortmeyer and Tanner Glass. I'm not even going to read his stats. Whatever. This is cool. Don Moore has been hired as an analyst for Utah broadcasting team. Have we talked about this last week?
No.
Pretty cool. Don Moore, I mean, he was such a funny hockey player to watch because
I like Don Moore.
He would just like do all the right things, and then every once in a while he'd get a little bit too cocky and do something fucking crazy, and it wouldn't work. And then you could tell the coach was like, Dom, fucking chill. and then he would. Seems like a really nice guy. I'm pretty sure his wife passed away, and he does like a ping pong tournament.
Don Moore does?
Every year, yeah.
That's cool.
And
Not that his wife
Don Moore's brother was the guy who got jumped by Todd Bertuzzi. People forget.
What was his first name?
Steve Moore.
Yeah.
But good on him, man. A good opportunity for him. Utah, dude. Have you seen the jerseys? I think the jerseys are actually kind of sick. It's funny because I'm gonna think of this team as a legit hockey team. This is gonna sound fucked up. I'm sorry for all Arizona people, but like whenever we played the Coyotes, it seemed like we weren't really playing another NHL team. Like this Utah team's gonna make me think that, like, oh damn, this team's probably like. I think the way I look at them is gonna be far different than the way I looked at the Coyotes. That makes sense.
All it took was getting in a Ginla.
Is that and just like cool new uniforms, or they're gonna be in a place where people give a shit. Like I
they
think
want them there. They want them. So, they're not being forced down the necks or the throats by Gary.
You
Bettman,
feel that
like
way too? Like, do you still look at them as the Coyotes, or do you look at them as
no? Coyotes are done. They're done. Yeah.
So that's what I have for that. What do you have for the Bees?
Just because we're going to talk about Brad Marchand, underwent 3 surgeries this offseason to repair a torn tendon in his elbow, along with a groin and abdominal injury. The elbow injury was season-long, and the groin abdominal came up late in the year. He played in all 82 and finished with a stat line of 29, 38 for 67. Not bad for one-handed.
Dude, I mean, that's fucking insane. That's insane. And also, I just put this in because before the podcast started, I was on Instagram. Did you know Jeremy Swayman rejected an offer from the Bruins that was 8 years, $6 million a year?
Not confirmed.
Well, it was
rumors, buddy. I'm not worried. It's rumors. There's all kinds of rumors saying the Bruins offered him 4, the Bruins offered him 5, the Bruins offered him 6.
If Igor Shesterkin wants 12, he should make more than 6.
Well, then they're saying that he's asked for 12, 14. So there's so many rumors out there. I'm going to tell everyone in Bruins Nation, relax. It'll get done. I have full faith.
It has to, because they got rid of Olmark and they had to have known that, like, okay.
Yeah, they got Corpusalo as like a emergency, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry. It'll be fine.
All right.
And then the other thing, the Bruins signed Tyler Johnson. Played for Chicago last year to a PTO. Hey, listen, if one of these guys
fucking Bruins, you guys are kind of like us, where we just get all those super old fucking washed people. Like,
he's 34. I looked it up. He's not that old.
I mean, you guys,
if he can,
you guys get Tiana, dude. We both get Stempniak, dude. Thomas Vanek, bro. Like, I feel like it's the same.
Blake Wheeler's on a PTO too.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the Rangers and Bruins just recycle these ass players every fucking year. And they literally
Who would you rather
never
have?
work.
Who would you rather have as your fourth line center? Tyler Johnson or Blake Wheeler?
Tyler Johnson, but I wouldn't want either of them.
Well, we'll see what happens. Good
I don't know.
guys in the room,
Maybe
man.
Tyler Johnson could be a guy that you plug and play. Like, dude, Tyler Johnson used to be sick, dude. Like
Yeah,
Tyler
was
Johnson,
tough too.
I don't think he was nearly as good as like the peak Braden Point, but like he was like his Lightning's generation Braden Point.
He was tough too. He's a good player. I like him.
But like such a classic fucking move. What do you have for Northeastern?
All I have is that our friend of the podcast, Miss Maple Leaf Megan Carter, is headed to Canada's National Development Camp.
Okay.
So good on her.
She's nasty, dude. She's fucking cool.
That means she's on the short list for the Canadian Olympic team in 2020.
She fucking should be, dude. As she should be. I saw Noller was on the Buffalo Bills field the other day.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't know how she got down there.
Any updates for any other Northeastern stuff?
No, not right now. I do. So Kenton, our great graphics guy, has figured out a way to link all those videos together.
Yeah.
The only problem is me. I don't know how to download it. I don't know what to do with it. It's freezing up my computer, so I'm gonna have to call him tomorrow.
Probably fucking huge. Shout out. I wore my my Northeastern long sleeve quarter zip to the gym today. I look good. Just so the people at home are aware.
Hey, and if any the coaching staff or equipment managers are listening, me behind the bench is not going away. This idea, just so.
I think you should hang out behind the bench, but I think you should strong push for being like the mid like commercial break entertainment.
No, yeah. I want to be on a bench for a game. I think that'd be sick.
No, I think it'd be really funny if they did like a little show with you where you interviewed these girls. Like it wouldn't. Like it'd be funny if they
do that on their own. They have kids that are going to school for that.
Nah, dude, it'd be way funnier if it was you. It would be so much, dude. If they put like a pair of like little like bifocal glasses on you and like had like you were like dressed nice, like you were kind of like a librarian or some shit, and like you looked really nervous and you were just like asking these guys questions and you became that guy. And then like when you hop on the ice, you're just a completely different person. Like you're just a psychopath. We can work with these things, and they have the abilities to do it. This is a no-brainer. Carp, if you're listening, dude, give me a call because it's going to be awesome.
I want to be behind the bench just so I can call the nail gun line because
you're never going to be behind the bench.
I found out that they call them the nail gun line because of me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how come you need to be like the fucking in-game entertainment. It needs to happen.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they might have students, but do you think that those students care as much about the program as you do? I don't think so.
I'm very happy with what I have, Delaney, if you're listening.
The Great Wall of Gwyneth fucking sign would have been unbelievable. That was such a lost fucking opportunity, truly.
Okay, we have time. We'll come up with some more stuff.
Yeah, but that was so perfect, dude. Can you imagine if you like went into Matthews and behind the net was like this giant draped brick wall that said the Great Wall of Gwyneth? Like that is such a missed opportunity, dude.
Hey, we can do it up in Ottawa.
With the Charge, I guess.
Yeah, the Charge.
All right, so let's kind of
charge through the Great Wall of Gwyneth.
So let's hop into
Beer League.
All right, guys, this episode of Beer League is brought to you by Beauty Unis. Brownie, talk about it while I figure this out.
Don't look away, look the part. They will do.
Hell yeah, dude.
They will do. I mean, these guys don't miss. It's everything they do is fantastic. I mean, look at that jersey.
Paul Revere, dude. Paul Revere is such
my God. For those that are listening and not watching this, it's a cream colored shirt with a center chest circular logo, a red ring with white stars throughout with a white background inside the circle. It's got Paul Revere holding a beer in his right hand.
Paul Revere, dude.
Well, yeah. A beer in his right hand, a frosty mug of suds, along with a hockey stick waving the red, white, and blue in his left. He is astride a glorious gray stallion with full mane and tail flowing as he's galloping upon his rounds to say, one if by land, 2 if by sea. Yeah. So there you go.
I tell you what, man, I would. It's funny. So like my beer league
phone.
softball, like they do these tournaments where like you're put on a random team and like there's a theme to like the tournament or whatever.
Yep.
And like, no offense, I just never liked any of them. I'm never like, oh goddamn. Like, and people are always like, dude, can I buy one of those if I'm not playing? If I went to a beer league hockey tournament and these guys were selling their jerseys off to the side, I'd probably buy one. Like they're fucking legit.
I just took a picture of my screen and I sent it to my buddy Alistair Poppycock because he's super into the Revolution. Yeah. And I'm sending this to him right now. He's probably he's done putting his kids down. And he's gonna shoot one off in his pants when he sees this.
I mean, it's a really, really nice fucking thing. So.
This one is it REBEERS, Paul Rebeers, like that?
REB Rebeer.
RE.
I think it's just RE Beers, dude. I think it's just RE Beers. Paul Rebeers, dude.
This one, honestly, I mean, they're all great.
I mean, this is my favorite logo one that I've seen.
I was gonna say, this one's my favorite logo by far.
Yeah. I think that, and like, dude, they're just sick. They're so fucking cool, dude.
Like, if I would wear this like on the 4th of July, I mean, this is fantastic.
Seriously, fucking for real.
Hey, Casey, if you're listening, make tank tops of this and sell them for the 4th of July.
Yeah, seriously, dude, that'd be unreal. That's Beauty Unis, guys. BeautyUnis.com. Check them out.
Not only Beauty Unis does this great work, you can just pick up the phone and call them and walk them through of what you want. Mm-hmm. You don't get that anywhere else.
Yeah, dude, go on their Instagram, dude, because I've just been like fucking scrolling, finding random jerseys to do. Like, it's so hard to just pass one. Like, they're all fucking sick.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm just noticing the sleeve is navy with stars down the fucking sleeve, like the American flag.
Detail.
These get better and better.
They're sick. Check those guys out. So our beer league debate, it's not even like a debate, it's kind of like a 3-star. So it's just like kind of like we did last week where
combo.
So this week we're gonna do this. This is the 3 things that three favorite things in your hockey bag, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So my 3rd star, it's gonna sound really stupid, is a towel. And I put this here because to me, there is nothing worse than going and playing a game and then going through your bag and there not being a towel there. And then you got to fucking drive home and you smell like shit. And it's just like the worst fucking thing, dude. I've done it before where if I didn't have a towel, like I always bring a dark and a white. I always have like different jerseys. If I don't have a towel, I'll just use a jersey. Like I refuse to not shower at the rink, but having a towel is clutch. And I know it kind of might sound like a cop out, but like it's big because if you don't have it, it's awful.
So this one's hard for me because I'm not a gear guy. Like we talked about this last night when me and Fink were talking. I wear my gear and roll it till the wheels fall off, right? Yeah. And that's just the way I am. So I've never been into gear. But I will say, and let me ask you this: how often do you sharpen your skates?
Not all that often. I can't tell you last time. I mean, I didn't play last year, so I don't know. I go to one guy, Greenway, and I don't even know where he lives now. Every time I need anything done to my skates, I call him. If I need it re-riveted, if I need anything done, he does. He always takes care of me. So
I bought a new pair of skates like 5 years ago, right? Yep. Pre-COVID. And I opted for whatever the higher end blade is.
Yep.
And I've never gotten them sharpened.
Brownie, that's insane.
But they still have an edge.
You need to get your skate sharpened. 5 years ago?
At least.
You need to get your skate sharpened, dude.
Well, they feel great. And plus, I'm not playing.
It's one of those things, dude, where like you don't know how bad you have it until it's better, and then you're like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like?
I used to sharpen them like every other skate. This material doesn't need to be sharpened.
You need to sharpen them.
Well, anyways, so shout out Fitzy.
That's wild.
So shout out Fitzy because he has one of these little stone wheel things to So every once in a while, I'll be like, hey, let me see that, and I'll give it a run down the sides. That's it.
So what's one of your favorite things in your hockey bag?
That thing, the stone sharpener thing.
So it's not even in your hockey bag?
Well, my favorite thing in Fitzy's bag. I couldn't think of 3.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, next week we're doing the 3 things that you want in your hockey bag that you don't currently.
I thought we were doing that tonight too because I have that ready.
No. We're doing one. We're edging right now. We're edging.
All right.
My number 2 star is I think a lot of these are because if you don't have them, it sucks so bad. An extra
Yeah.
set of laces. I fucking dude, it's happened to me one time where I was tying my skates and my lace broke and I didn't have another fucking lace, and that will never happen again. You need to have that, and having that in your bag, you automatically feel better about yourself. Like no matter what, you'll have a good time. So number 2 is an extra set of laces.
So my number 2 is tape. I hate not having tape. I don't need a lot of it, but if I need it and don't have it, I hate being the guy.
It's bittersweet because there's 95% of the world very much enjoy being that guy. So it sucks when you have like that's like a catch-22. Like I love having tape on me, but I know people are going to bother me for tape.
Well, I never tape my stuff, so no one asks me. Okay. But if I need tape, I don't want to ask. So I always have a roll of tape.
All right, so here's one, and I don't know if you're going to have it in your bag, and I need you to listen to me because it's literally a game changer, is a laundry bag. I keep all of my shit where like when I get to the rink, I pull my laundry bag out because everything's already washed. I fucking have all my shit there. And then when I get undressed, I put it all back in the laundry bag. I get home, I open my bag, air it out, and I grab the laundry bag and throw it right in the fucking wash.
You know, I don't keep this in my bag because of whose it was. But you know whose laundry bag I have?
Oh.
Danny Paille.
That's kind of cool.
It's right over there. It's
got the Bruins. Do you do that?
No. It's a mesh bag. It's a mesh bag with the Bruins logo, and it says Paille number 20 right on it.
Do you wash your shit every time you skate? Like your socks and like your
under stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you should get one, dude. It's fucking
no. I come home from a skate. I empty out my entire bag and spray everything down. So
yeah, I don't know. I just like the fact that like
I don't want to lose my Danny Paille bag.
We'll get another one. I just like the fact that it's always going to be in one spot. Like I don't have to fucking worry about anything. Like I can take that shit out, put it back. Like it's not. I just enjoy.
Do you wash it all in the bag?
No, when I take it out of the bag and then do that. But when I played at Hudson Valley, we had dude. They fucking did our laundry for us. We had like these little rings, and you would just put all your shit on the ring and throw it in like this giant hamper, and then they would do your laundry, and then they would bring it back, and they would put your ring in your locker, so it was already hung up. Like that was. I didn't know I had it that good for junior hockey was crazy.
You said about laundry when Lori first moved in, she started doing laundry. And I remember I was at pickup, like we used to play Friday night hockey every week. They still do. I just don't play because I work too many Saturdays. But we were sitting there in the locker room and someone said something about laundry. I'm like, yeah, I really don't like the way Lori folds my shirts. And one of the guys is like, shut up. I'm like, what? He's like, never say this to her because she's going to do what my wife did. I'm like, what? What did your wife do? My wife said, you don't like the way I fold it? Then I'm not doing it. And he goes, she hasn't done my laundry in like 5 years.
Dude, I'm pretty sure like we ended up getting yelled at because I think there were dudes on our team that would like put their hockey stuff on there, but then also put in like a couple other things. Yeah. It's like, dude, like they're not here to do your actual laundry.
I used to do that to my roommate. I would jam like 6-7 boxes in the leg of her jeans, and when her laundry was there, and I'd be like, "Oh, you doing laundry? Thanks, buddy."
What's your?
So my number 1 is my little emergency bag. My little emergency bag has socks, laces, and gum.
Okay.
And it's in my bag, all 3 of those tucked away in the back.
All right.
So that way I never forget those, because to me, those are like the 3 most important things. Like I can play with anything else except for those 3 things.
All right. I like that.
There you go.
All right. There we are. That is the Paul Revere's, dude. BeautyUnis.com.
That's sick. Did he respond?
All right. And then are we doing heroes and zeros? Or are we good?
Do I have a 0? Yeah, my 0 is from a few weeks ago. Logan Paul. Fuck him. When he threw his dog in the water off a boat.
I didn't see that.
I'll fight him.
He threw his dog in the water?
He was on a boat and he threw his dog off the boat and then made like a big deal that he jumped in to save him, where the video came out that he fucking did it. Am I thinking of the wrong guy? Logan Paul, right?
I never even heard it. I feel like if that was Logan Paul, that would have been a way bigger thing.
My Alistair Poppycock just texted me back. He goes, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Well, there you go. Beauty Unis.
Hey, Casey, for listening, you can sell at least one. Yeah, so he's my 0. Fuck that guy.
I think my hero's my mom who got me the sweatshirt. I'm pretty
sick.
I went and picked up firewood because we were completely out. So I had to go to this one spot and load up the back of my truck and go stack that this weekend. So that's kind of what I did. Hung out with the dogs, chilled, had a good time. So
actually, I get my other zero beat. Tom, did you hear any of Tom Brady doing color commentary?
No, how was he?
Trash.
And was he actually trash, or is that just you being you?
No, I think he was. I don't think he was very good, and I think he overtalked. But I'm sure he's gonna get better. Tom Brady. He's good at like everything.
Yeah.
Did he make that catch?
What channel is that game on?
ESPN.
All right.
And he did not make that catch. God damn it.
All right, guys. Well, that's what we have for you, Brownie. Anything
else? Back. That's my hero. NFL's back. I absolutely love the NFL.
Tennessee Volunteers 2-0. Fucking buzzing, by the way.
How are you a Tennessee Volunteers fan?
Because I lived in Tennessee, dude.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, they fucking killed NC State. They were ranked 14. NC State was ranked 24. I don't think they given up a touchdown yet this year. Now they're ranked 7. So big week for the Vols, dude.
And
Daniel Jones fucking stinks, dude. He is so fucking bad. Wow.
Shout out to Jerome.
What'd you think of? Did you see the video of Daniel Jones walking out to his car after the game and people booing him and shit? Did you see that?
I mean, I'm torn on this because he makes so much money, but he's still a person, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, no one's coming to boo you at your job when you fuck up. You know what I mean?
I'm also not making $160 million. That's
the give and take of it, right?
Yeah.
But it's got to suck, Yeah. I mean, he's a young kid. He can get better. He's like, what, 24 years old, probably?
It's not likely, dude. That Giants game, he is so fucking bad, dude. Like,
what's really bad, the Giants, is how Saquon Barkley went off for the Eagles. And they're that Hard Knocks, they were like, whatever happens, don't let him go to the Eagles. Like, how do you let that get put out on HBO?
If you say that out loud, you literally can't have that happen.
Right. Yeah, it's so dumb. I'd be worried if I was the GM. Well, two guys. The GM should be worried because of that, the way this is all played out. And the second one is Brian, the coach. I think his name is Brian Daboll. He's going to be a little nervous. He's stuck with Daniel Jones, and Bill Belichick's out there going, "Oh, I'd really like to coach again." He wants to go to the Giants.
That'd be crazy. I don't know. All right.
Shout out to Jerome McGinley. Ked, I have a great Jerome McGinley story for you. I got to tell you offline.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys.
Shout out to Jerome up there in Calgary. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Love to see you soon.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. That was a fun podcast. Episode 339. We are out. We will see you guys next week.
See ya.